that's not a false prophecy. The Hadith says that your hour will not come until before this young boy grows old.
Can you pull it?
For what?
Well, the Hadith.
You bring it. Well, it's your argument. I'm just telling you, the Hadith says there's a difference between the hour, as-sa'a, and your hour, meaning the time of your death. Because the Prophet elsewhere says, nobody knows the hour. So if you're going to be charitable and understand the Prophet in the context, when they come ask him about the hour, he says plainly, nobody knows the hour. The one asking doesn't know it, and the one being asked doesn't know it. The Quran says, no one knows the hour. If you want to read things in its context, when these two companions ask him when the hour is, what he's trying to say is, don't worry about the hour, because your hour will come before the young boy grows old.
Well, I have it. And sorry, but in English it doesn't say that.
In English, it doesn't say what? Give me the reference. I can read it for you.
It says he will not grow very old.
Just give me the reference, so I can read it for you.
The last hour will come.
The reference, brother.
Okay. Muslim 295.
Yeah, Muslim
2953b.
53. All right.
If this boy lives, he will not grow very old until the last hour will come to you.
2953. All right.
It doesn't say your last hour. It said the last hour, and last hour with capital letters.
Let me just pull it up for you for a second.
Well, I'm just saying in English, right? Because I don't know Arabic, of course.
Let me just pull it up in Arabic. Hold on. Yo, can somebody give me the reference right quick? I can't.
Sahih Muslim 295.
I know you gave me that reference. There's different mutun for the hadith. I'm just looking for that the reference that says sa'atukum. Somebody put it in the comments, please. What does it say?
Why is one of your mouth telling me don't talk?
No, it's not. It's not the sea virgin. No, because it's also in Bukhari. 1 second. Let me just write it. Hold on. Just write it in Arabic. Oh, there we go. All right, perfect. I think somebody put it. Yo, who brought up Khan?
Bro, I don't know who brought me up, but I just want to say in Sahih Muslim, right? The way the hadith are graded is that Imam Muslim, he'll bring all the narrations that he gets.
It's fine. I got it right here, bro.
You got it.
Here. I'll turn around my screen. 1 sec. All right, perfect. All right, you see here? It says, 1 sec, let me just clean this up. Why does it look like that? You see here? Aisha told that nomadic Arabs came and asked the Prophet about the last hour. He would look at the youngest of them and say, if this one lives, he will not become, whatever that word is, before your hour comes to you. And you see that it writes here in Bukhari and Muslim, because the same hadith in a different matan, meaning in different wording, is found in Bukhari and Muslim.
So why?
Let me finish. Let me
ask.
I haven't finished. So it says, كان ينظر إلى أصغرهم فيقول إن يعيش هذا لا يدركه الهرم حتى تقوم عليكم ساعتكم. What does that mean? قوموا عليكم ساعتكم. What does that mean? Does that mean your hour?
I don't know. Tell me. Show me.
Right here. Does it say your hour comes to you?
In this one, yeah.
All right. So then it's talking about their hour, meaning the time of their death.
Why Anas bin Malik doesn't have the same thing?
Because you have different mutun and hadith. You know what a matan is?
Which one is correct?
They're all correct.
Well, in his, it's very evident that he's talking about the last hour.
Yeah. When you put the mutun together, what's it talking about?
Well, no, it seems like a misunderstanding.
So you have different narrators narrating the same event. When you put the mutun together, what's the context of the hour or your hour?
I understand what you mean. To me, it just seems like they contradict. One says
they contradict.
One understood something, the other understood another thing.
Let's say that's the case. Let's say that a narrator understood the hour. Does that make Islam false? Let's say a narrator hearing, he misunderstood the Prophet and he thought he's talking about the hour. Does that mean the Prophet made a false prophecy?
No, I would say if Anas is correct, it will make Muhammad a false prophet. If Aisha is correct, it doesn't mean anything.
But when we do the meta-analysis, what's the Prophet speaking about clearly?
Repeat that.
There's the matan that we find in Bukhari, we also find it in Muslim, we also find it in Mishkat Masabih and other compilations, right? So when we do the meta-analysis, when we look at all the mutun, what is the Prophet speaking about in context?
I cannot speak for your my perspective is not the same as yours. I understand why you think that, because
the perspective is very clear. When you need to understand, when you read a text, you need to read it generously, right? You don't read it because you want it to say what you want it to say, all right? So let's start at a common ground. Does the Prophet elsewhere say that nobody knows the hour?
I haven't seen that, so I don't know. But
He does.
I just trust you. Sure.
He does. And in the Quran, it says no one knows the hour, right? So we already know the Prophet makes it clear nobody knows the hour.
So he doesn't know either.
Well, the Prophet doesn't know the hour either. He says the one who's asking and the one who's being asked doesn't know. So we know that the Prophet makes it clear he doesn't know the hour, the general hour, that is, okay? And we have this narration, and there's different mutun. When we compare the mutun together and we take in context what the Prophet previously said very clearly, and the Quran very clearly says, it's very clear that the Prophet is speaking about the hour of their death, as the mutun in Bukhari and Muslim and Mishkat Masabih and others say. Here, I'll share my screen again, it's the same thing.